box contains 5 red balls, 1 green ball, and 6 pink balls. 2 balls are to be picked at random without replacement. Find the probability of picking 1 red ball and 1 green ball. So we're quite specific here. They want a red and they want a green. Okay. However, if you think about it, there's 2 ways of doing this. Okay. Doesn't have to go in that order. It doesn't say that. It doesn't say red ball first and green ball second. It does not say that at all. So we need to consider the possibility of getting red first, green second, or we could have green first, red second. Okay, so we need to think about the number of marks here, 3 marks. So we are expected to do a little bit of work, right? It's not as simple as just working out that option there where you've got red and green. Okay, and you're done. The order is not specified here, so it could be green and red, okay? And then you're increasing your chances of getting 1 red and 1 green, and that's the idea here, looking at the full probability of getting those 2 colours out. So the probability of getting red, well, first of all, we need to identify how many reds there. We've got 5 reds, and how many then? Is there 12 in total? Yeah, it doesn't tell us, but we can work that out, can't we? 5 add 1 add 6 is 12. So the chance of getting red is 5 out of 12. 5 chances of 12. Times then, probability of getting green. Well, we've only got 1 green out of course then it's going to be 11 because there's 1 less there. Or, of course, means add. Okay. And then we're going to do the same then, but this time green being first. We've got 1 out of 12. And then red, we've got 5 chances out of 11. Okay, so this is just a repeat essentially, isn't it? Okay, so we've got 5 out of 132 plus 5 out of 132. So that adds up to 10 out of 132. Okay, then it says find the probability of picking at least 1 red ball. Okay, so remember where we've seen this before, at least 1 red ball. So, you know, it could be, couldn't it? It could be red, not red, and that's one option. Or maybe the first one is not red, second one is red. Or they both could be red, yeah? That's a lot of work, okay? And sometimes we might need to do a lot of work, okay, in these questions. But when they mention this thing about at least 1, of course, remember, we can consider the opposite. Okay, what's the opposite of getting at least 1? The opposite of getting at least 1 is neither of them are red. Okay, so this would be the better way of doing this. Just working out the probability where you don't get any red, because we don't want that case. So the probability of not getting red and not getting red. Okay, well, we know there are 5 reds. Okay. And then not red will be the green and the pink basically, so that'll be 7. So we've got 7 chances out of 12 of not red, times then not red for the second one. Well, we'll have 6 chances out of 11, yeah, because we've got 1 less of green and pink, and of course there's 1 less in the bag, or in the box. So we can work that out, and that becomes 42 over 132. Now remember, this is what we don't want. We definitely don't want this, because we want at least one of them red. So we can take that away from the whole probability, from the probability of all outcomes, to get the probability that we want of at least 1 red. So we can do 1 take away this, and if you change that as a fraction, because it's a whole, just 132 over 132, take away 42 over 132, you end up getting 90 over 132 as our answer.